Hi guys, I'm back with a new game, and I must say I can't wait to show you this one. This game is crazy. I mean, this game is so double-edged, so confusing that I'm sure you will like it. We have two amateur players playing again. This time they are beginners, so to say. Their ratings are around 1200, so really the lowest rated players I've showed in my videos until now. Nonetheless, this game is really fun, and we have a guy that calls himself the Dirty Trickster. Would you believe it? The guy calls himself the Dirty Trickster, and he's playing this game as black. He's also the guy that provided me with this game, and I would like to thank the Dirty Trickster that he sent me this really fun game. uh, Here we will have the Englund gambit. That's the opening in this game. Of course, Trickster gambited. What else could he do? He's playing as black in this game, and this was a 15-minute game, so a rapid game. Uh, when we will go through this game, I'm sure you will think that every move black makes is a blunder. But actually, you will be very surprised, as I was surprised when I turned on the stockfish evaluation and I saw that black actually made only one blunder during the whole game and only one mistake. So, black's game wasn't so bad as it seemed in the beginning, and you will see what I mean uh, when I say that it really seemed that black played terribly. But let's see, let's go to the game. White, Mr. Lewisrn, so to say that's his nickname, he played d4. And how will the trickster respond to this? He played e5. He gives away the pawn. That's his style, as his name says. So white takes the pawn. Now trickster replies by developing his bishop. White plays e3. Black develops his opens up his light squared bishop. He wants to fianchetto this bishop probably. And white now attacks the bishop. Trickster develops his knight, protects the bishop. White attacks it again, now protecting further. And now black threatens some discoveries to the queen. So what will white do? Well, white moved the queen, of course, and white is threatening this pawn. So this is a big threat. What will black do about this threat? He won't do anything. He moves the knight. So this is even calling, he's like begging white to take this pawn. Unbelievable play. And this was, of course, a blunder, according to Stockfish. But let's see what happened after this blunder. What this blunder achieved for black. White took the pawn, of course. Who wouldn't took this pawn? And you're also attacking both the knight and the rook, so you will take one of those pieces. Trickster now plays the better of the two moves he has. He attacks the queen, gives up his knight. So in the beginning of the game, not many moves from here. He's already down a piece and a pawn. And how will he continue this game? What is his plan? Well, first off, he plays knight to b4. And I must say, by looking at this position, that his style really reminds me of my own chess style. Uh, he's playing unsound moves, and it was really funny for me to watch this game because he reminded me a bit of me when I was a beginner. Really unsound moves, but unpleasant moves. Because what is black threatening now? He's threatening to take c2, fork the king and the rook, so he's threatening this nasty check. He also unleashed the potential of his bishop, and he's attacking g2. So all of a sudden black has some counterplay, and white is undeveloped. Unbelievable. So what will happen? White takes the pawn because he likes to take pawns and pieces, as we have seen until now. And now black has a lot of options. He cannot take this pawn anymore because now white protects it. So a nice move by white. He took a pawn and protected from a threat. Nothing bad with the move, but what will happen now is queen to g5. And now black develops his queen with another tempo protecting the rook also, which is very important to note here, because otherwise queen takes rook, and he's attacking this square again. And this is a double-edged position. What is the best move here for white? Those are such complex positions, and you have to play really accurately if you don't want to lose the game on the spot. Now the best move for white is to develop his knight with the tempo. Attack the queen. That was the best move. White unfortunately played pawn to e6. So this doesn't achieve much. This only gives black a chance to castle. And that's what the Dirty Trickster did. He castled and now he's protecting the rook with another rook, and he doesn't mind this eventual check maybe that, or any ideas white has. So the better move was to play the knight on f3 and to attack this queen that become really dangerous. But now, when white played this move, the best move for Trickster is actually to put his rook on g7 and to attack the queen, of course. But in the game, sorry, we had castled, and in the game we have check now for white, and nothing serious is happening. So Trickster just moved his king. Of course, I'm joking that nothing serious is happening. This is such a crazy position here, and you must be very careful. So after moving the king, white again has a good move with his knight. This is the best move for white. Again, he must attack this queen, but nonetheless, what he plays is pawn takes. So we see here how psychology works in chess. This move looked so tempting. It looked so tempting to take this pawn and to threaten this rook, but actually this allows black to, have a great counterattack now. First off, attacking the queen with the rook. And what do you do now? How will you reply? Again, the best is knight to h3. Unbelievable. So this move is the best for white. He doesn't simply play this move, and that's a shame. He had the chance to play it 3 times, but he didn't play it. And white replied with removing his queen. But this allows the hell to happen. The chaos on the board is happening now because queen takes pawn on g2, attacking the rook, and everything is wide open now. What will happen is just pure magic. It's unbelievable. Like Emmanuel Lesker once said, there is no brilliancy unless there is a mistake. So without a mistake, there is no brilliancy, and I'm sure glad white made so many mistakes in this game, because now we have a fine continuation. So what will white do now? He's in a lot of danger, and he doesn't have so many threats himself anymore. So what he plays is bishop to e8, which is really bad move. I don't know what to say about this move. It doesn't really achieve anything. He wanted to protect the pawn 2 times probably, but the best move in the position wasn't bishop to e8, but rather pushing this pawn and attacking this knight, because this knight is a powerful piece on this square. You must remove it. So what happens now is he played e8, as I said, and now a wonderful move by Trickster, attacking both the queen, attacking the rook still, attacking this pawn. This rook is on an open line. Everything, it looks so beautiful now for black, and Stockfish actually recommends for white that he should take the bishop now. That's the only way to save himself maybe from mate, because you have to give up your queen. This position is pure chaos on the board, and black has everything. Simply, all of a sudden, all is lost for white. But white played queen to f6. This is a human move, of course. It looks really nice because now you're attacking this rook and this rook. Both rooks are on fire because this bishop is just stop the communication between those two rooks. So this is a really funny game. Everything is hanging now, and luckily for black, he has a plan. Check with the knight. This is what black played, and now the white's king is simply lost. He moves it to e2, and now another beautiful move. Bishop check. The king has to move to d2, and now another beautiful move. Bishop check. And you cannot take the bishop with the pawn because it's pinned. So let's see the way black plays. Black didn't took this rook. He had a chance like 3 times, but he wants to checkmate the white's king, and that's the right approach here. And although this is a really low rated player, only 1200, as we see, he plays beautiful attacking chess here. So congrats for that, guys. Really fun game. And now white has to run away. He does so, but he allows this move, as you can all see. This wasn't the best move now for black, but he wanted to take white's queen. That was a threat, and he can do just about anything in this position. He has too many trump cards, and he can choose the way he wants to win. What can white do? He must take the bishop now, allows discovered check from the rook. White lost the queen. Black is winning. It's all over. Let's just see the end of the game of this little miniature, so to say. Black took the knight now because he's white took the knight because he's materialistic. He likes to take pieces, but now black has the fine way to finish the game. Okay, let's see what happened. Another check. White runs away, not for long. Black takes the knight, tries to develop his pieces, and you can see that it's all coming down to this. This rook comes into the game. So like Morphy, he's just including all of his pieces into the attack. I must congratulate this move. And now blocking with the pawn, but that's just a futile attempt, and I'm sure you can all see the checkmate in one. The Dirty Trickster played rook to b4 checkmate. Beautiful game. I hope you liked it. I know it's a game full of mistakes. I know it isn't a serious game, but those were the beginners. I still hope you like the game, and you maybe learn something about the attacking possibilities you might have in your own games. Play like Trickster, just don't give up your pieces for nothing. That's my advice. So thank you, guys. I will hear from you soon, and in the meantime, send me your own games. Bye.